Hello, welcome along and welcome back to Eclipse Motorcycles. We're going to go out and test ride this, the AJS Bilston. Now, if you haven't seen the walk around video to this, go and watch that first and then come back and watch this ride review. So we've gone all over the spec of the bike, told you all about it. As we ride it, the spec will appear on the screen telling you all about what this bike does. But if you haven't seen it, quick overview. LEDs all the way around, LED front headlamp and indicators, disc brakes front and rear. It's got an oil cooler on this one for a 125. That's something a little bit different. So that will keep the heat down on your 125 engine. Very easy access spark plug, sight window down here for your oil, 5-speed box, rear disc brake, full stainless exhaust system on this. They have gone a little bit overboard building this bike. They've got loads of extras on it. LEDs to the rear, high, tail and stoplight LED indicators, gold chain, which is something you don't see very often on a bike, and a little bit of a sump cover. Down the bottom, not a full sump cover, but just a shield to keep the dirt and the rubbish and the stones away from the bottom of the engine. Now, I did say there was a little few extras that were coming up. Nice, decent grab rail to the rear for your pillion, great. And your rider seat does drop down, so it's quite a low seat on this. Now, obviously, 32-inch leg. Drop it off the main stand. And I'm very comfortable. I would say this is around about the same height as your LXS and your ZSB. So it feels around about 790, but that will pop up in the spec. Clear window for your brake fluid there. All your normal controls. So horn, indicator, lights, hazards to the rear. The one thing I do like, down the side of the clocks here, and it's very easy to get to even with gloves on, turn the clocks on. Now, blue screen at the moment. If you push and hold, you will get green. Ooh, it's multicolour LED. Orange. We'll go to there. Next one up is going to be press and hold. We are going to get light blue. Press and hold, so you have to release each time. Green. Press and hold again. Purple. And then press and hold, you get the white. So you've got a choice of colours. I actually like it on the clear, and I also like it on the green because it gives me a reminder of Kawasaki. But you've got multicolour LED backlight on that. So there's about 3 litres of fuel in the bike, enough to get 1 bar, which is hence why the fuel light is flashing. But this tank is absolutely massive. We'll get the spec, but that looks quite a big tank on that. Neutral light, engine management light. When your indicators come up, they come up either side on your telltale window, and your main beam right at the top. So on here, battery charge, fuel level, your revs appear going clockwise from 0 here round the bottom. So let's fire the bike up, get the side stand up. It is a side stand and main stand on this, and it sounds very similar to all your other 125. So charging just above your 12 volts, so you're about 13.5 volts on that. But very easy to see that dash, and when you put the revs on, there they appear round the bottom of the window. Now the mirrors on this, we've got that set absolutely dead bang on, and you can see I've got a very good view to the rear. So I'm literally, I'd say a quarter of my shoulder is in that mirror when I am riding. So good view from the mirrors, that's a start. Now the actual riding position does put my arms quite forward, so the bars do lean you over the bike, but it is a very nice riding position. Feels really comfortable, and that seat, although does feel a little bit firm on my backside, is very comfortable. So let's go out and have a quick ride. Now obviously this is the first ride, brand new bike, and I am limited to running in speed, which is 40 miles an hour. And obviously coming up here in the window now, while we're waffling on, will appear all the technical spec for the bike. So have a look at that while we're going through the gearbox. Read the technical spec, which is going to be up here somewhere. Have a look at that. That is going to be on the screen. But let's get through the box. So 4th gear, get the visor down, bringing up the 5th gear, and at 40 miles an hour. So set it around about 40 to 45, which is your running in speed, but that's at 44 straight away. Now the way to change that clock to kilometres, or from kilometres to miles, what you need to do, ignition off, press and hold the button, turn the ignition on, and what it will do, it will bring up the miles per hour. Shift lanes position 2. And great telltale in the window, so you can see that your indicators are on. So LED indicators all the way around on this, makes you very visible to see. Roll around the roundabout in second gear, and then we'll get some power coming off the other side and just see how quick I can get up to 40 mile an hour. But obviously once run in, most 125s you expect to get around 60, 65 easily out of any bike. So gently on the revs, brand new engine, take your time, into fifth gear and get the power on the bike. So 40 mile an hour already, and it does creep away, so you've got to just hold back on that throttle. Not like most bikes where you're struggling to get it up to 40 in fifth gear. There is plenty there to use. But the actual gearbox on this, very smooth to operate. Seating position is good. I'd say you're about mid-peg on this, and knees tucked nicely into the tank. So the actual comfort and ride of this bike is very, very good. Now being an AJS, obviously, you expect quality, and that is what you have. So they do some really good bikes from AJS at the moment. So this one is the Bilston 125. They also do the Cadwell. And they also do the Desert Scrambler, which is on our other reviews. But if you are interested in this bike, then give the sales team at Eclipse Motorcycles a call, which is 01908 822 458. Or the other number, straight to the garage, 01908 643 603. Option 2 each time will get you through to the bike sales team. The bike is going to be listed on our website. So that is Eclipse Motorcycles MK, which stands for Milton Keynes. So Eclipse Motorcycles MK.co.uk. But give a sales team a call if you are interested. Viewing is by appointment, so give a team a call, book a viewing, come on down and see, and if it's the bike for you, then obviously we'd be happy to serve you. But until the next time when we're out riding with RB, watch out for further ride tests of the bike. As always, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me.